There we go. We're live. It'll take just a second. Couple people in here. Hey, good morning. All right. So today is September 24th, 2023. And this is just a real brief garden chat with Matt and with Farmer Casey per request. And so I got a whole lot going on today, but we'll take just a few minutes. So I'm out here in my garden right now drinking my Yeehaw blend grafted tea. That's good. I hope everyone's doing okay this morning that's in here. So if you don't know, hey, Verna. I just did it real quick. So this is just going to be a real brief one, but just kind of saying hi. But I'm glad you're here. We just started. And so anyone watching later, my name is Matt here with Graft Ranch Homestead. And so we're going to do a quick little look around the garden here, and then we'll head inside. I'm not going to show everything, but before I do that, New Mexico last week did have a huge hailstorm. It actually wiped out and ended the season for a lot of people in the area. We still have some, but the foliage got ripped apart by hail, so that's kind of why I haven't showed it. But there's just 2 or 3 things I'm going to show here, and then we'll head inside. He'll be on in just a minute. Hey, Tigress is here. Good morning, sister. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We don't always get to catch everyone in the live, so it's neat when we see some of the replay crowd here. All right, good day indeed. All right. Well, this is our back 40 feet of our garden. But a lot of volunteers back here, but there's just a couple plants I wanted to show. So some things are still going, some it's too cold for, we've ended. And then, like I said, the hail destroyed a lot. But here's a pumpkin hanging on our thing. And those are the Jerusalem artichokes. Let's see. Still have a lot of carrots. And so we'll start pulling these and eating them. And what we don't, we'll actually just leave them in the ground. And that will store them and preserve them. They'll stay just fine in there until we're ready for them. So we'll have volunteer tomatoes down here. All right, let's see. What are things? Not a whole lot. So the chickens are about to have their heyday because once we do our final harvest kind of in a couple weeks and get some of the winter stuff, oh man, so we do get a lot of trash in the urban homestead that blows over the wall, unfortunately. So I gotta come pick that up. But once we do that final harvest, then the birds get to come back in here and enjoy and have a ton of fun. So you can see the hail just kind of ripped everything apart. It's pretty sad. That's how it goes. So this year we got a lot of things in the garden. We also didn't have a hugely successful year, so that's, I guess, to stress having some set back on the shelf. My sweet potatoes are coming back. They got completely ripped down just to the roots. I wasn't sure they were gone, but some of the leaves are coming back. And so we still have, about 5 weeks, I think, in our growing season here. So hopefully they keep going there. Let's see. Hey, chickens starting to molt a little bit. All right, let's come around front here. Zucchini, snake gourd. Yummy things. We got a lot of different variety this year and did have successes we haven't before. We just didn't get the huge quantity like we want. We weren't really able to put anything back. So I'm still using my cayenne peppers and things from last year, but chickens here, their expansion is getting its roof all finished up and getting ready for winter. So they're in there. Their watering system will be coming apart here soon. I'm not going to head into the quail shack right now, unless anyone particularly wanted that. The chickens are over here in their little compost aviary area. I do have the quail hutches in the back full too. Peanuts are doing their thing. Sure. And there's quite a bit going on back here. I'm not going to go through. I'll go back a little bit because Farmer Casey wants to do an omelet again. I know we've shown omelets quite a bit here on our stream. I think now we're just teasing people more so to make them hungry. But let me set down my tea here. Still have some of our mints going. A lot of things we are letting go to seed as well because we do want to collect those. Lemongrass is taken off. It's just done so well. Like lemongrass. It smells good. Oh, you guys are funny. Okay, so let's see. We got some different plants in here. I'm not going to show everything. And the neighbor cats or things have been getting some stuff. So in here's all kinds of snake gourds and yummy things. We got lots of peppers ready. Actually, we need to come pull those today. Lots of peppers ready. Lots of little buds going and some peppers on here. So these will still turn. Those are my cayennes. I wasn't sure how many I get. A lot more peppers. Beautiful peppers. So here are the Egyptian walking onions. Again, and you see them walking. So they'll fall over and the stalk dies and the new little starts will root and they'll start. So they're going to go all along here. And then you can eat the tops, you can, or dig them up and eat them. Onions or like green onion. So cool plant. This year we didn't use it as food because I'm trying to really cultivate it down the way. Muscadine grapes, which are shriveling up. What's left? I'm going to eat one though. Let's see. And then we'll get heading inside here. Let's see. Oh, that's so good. All right, let me open up my little pack here. I'm going to gather up some tomatoes and basil for Farmer Casey's omelet. If I don't find any tomatoes that are ready, they come through and pick them quite a bit. Let's see. I might have to grab some from inside. These are almost ready. They don't look quite ready. Yeah, there's a few. Okay, he only needs a couple, so. Hey there, Bob. Good to see you. Anyone else I may have missed? I'm going to gather up a few tomatoes and some basil here real quick for Farmer Casey's omelet, and then we'll head inside. Today's stream is just a real short one. Got my little bag. The basil, I love basil. Lots of basil. We grow it around the tomatoes. It's a really good companion plant. I do want to pick out, I don't pick up all the tomatoes that fall and clean them up unless they're bringing a lot of bugs. And the reason being is as they decompose, they actually let off methane that helps ripen to the other tomatoes on the plant. If there's a lot of bugs, though, I'll need to. Ooh, look at some of these are big old tomatoes. One's got a little bruise there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna head inside. So I'm gonna cut this camera. You guys grab some tea, coffee, something like that. We'll be back in just a minute inside with Farmer Casey. So don't go anywhere. I do want to show Nikki here real quick. I know I've showed her a lot, but so Nikki is more of our pet animal. She's one of the oldest ones we've had here that we started with. She actually almost died when she was a baby, and Jen helped nurse her back to health. Oh, Solo's jealous. No, you guys. So Nikki's just roaming around doing her thing. She's actually going to go in the garden now and do some pest control. Oh, jeez. All right, be right back.
We're on my phone.
Huh?
We're on my phone.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, here, scoot over. Let me set up our chairs and we'll say hi to everyone real quick. We're only on for a short period today. Hey, I see everyone saying hi to Nikki. Oh, hey, Tuber Chat's in here too with Connect and Grow. So very cool. Good to see you. He does some awesome things with his channel. So that phone's echoing. Let me see if I can turn that down. Yeah, maybe it'll be okay. If you guys haven't checked out Tuber Chat over there, go check them out. They're really good, especially if you have a channel. You're going to grow your channel, but even if you don't, you're going to. I found so many cool things. Actually, I need to get back over there. It's been a little bit. And the more creating I do, the less time I spend on other people's, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Verna's in here. Andy's in here. Let's say hello real quick. Everyone's saying hello to you. Of course, we got Bob. Tigress Valley's in here. We don't. They're in the replay a lot of times, so that's awesome. Yeah. And so let's see. Let me see if I missed anyone. Oops. Real quick. Oh, I think that was because of the bag. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah. That's what we have. I'm going to try and turn the volume down on that real quick because that's distracting me. And then we are going to hop in because today we only are going for half an hour. Did you get it? Okay. It may not. Sometimes when I do a second cam, it gives issues. Okay, let's hop in so I can get you doing your thing real quick because that's going to take a few minutes. Hey, Tuber shared us on Reddit. Cool. Very cool. Thank you, man. It was awesome. So he's does a great job at getting people out there for sure. Actually, I was thinking about you anyways this morning. Guidros Family Farms, if you're in here, if not, and you watch later, I don't know if you've checked out Tuber Chat, but that's where you need to go. It helps out a lot.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so let me take you. Is there anything you'd like to say? So if we missed a comment you guys would like, go ahead and throw it in there again. If not, we're going to start. So today is Sunday, the end of September 24th, 2023.
Yeah.
So I got to work. I have a lot of things to do. What do you got going on?
Nothing much.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. So people are saying hi. We showed the quail eggs last night, the blue Corturnix quail eggs. So those are still going. So what are you going to do for us this morning?
I am going to make like quick little omelets.
Yeah, make quick omelet. So we like to cook on the show, and we've made omelets many times, right? I think at this point we're just doing it to tease people.
Well, I kind of was thinking of pancake, but
it's a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to go side by side cam, and we're going to set up we have set up. We're going to do our other camera over here. Oh, I need to turn it around now. Just a sec. Fix that. There we go. Let me see here what we got. I think that's good. I'm going to aim it down at the table in just a sec. So what we're doing is we're making another omelet here with Farmer Casey. He so does love them, and they are farm fresh, all from here. So these are eggs. We just collected yesterday, I believe. We've been doing quail eggs quite a bit, and thanks, Casey. We would be doing quail eggs again, but we're short on quail eggs right now. Do you know why?
Because what happened is all of our old quail stopped laying because of oldness, and our new quail are just too young to lay. So
we're in a gray area. Well, kind of, yeah. And so what we did was we took all our old quail, our layers. They are pretty old. Some of them not so much, but we put them outside. We took them from the quail shack outside. So their light cycle changed and the temperature, and so they went to molt and stopped laying. So they went to their winter phase is what happened. Some of them are still laying, but not all of them. And our new ones are about a week off, I think, maybe, from laying. So we're kind of in a little gray area there right now.
Yeah.
9:30. What is that? Oh, okay. So it's 9:30 here. We are on Mountain Time. 2 hours back from East Coast time, I think. 1 hour behind you. Yeah, I do believe so. I know the time. I never thought I'd deal with time zones and things until we started doing YouTube, really, huh?
Yeah.
I think most of our crowd is 1 to 2 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
We don't draw a large East Coast crowd or a West Coast crowd, mostly from the East.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, of course, Bob, who's from here. That is awesome. And okay, so we're gonna. Anyways, with that said, we're gonna do fresh, farm fresh chicken egg omelet. You love doing that. Oh, I have a few things I collected for you here. My little bag. And these, we don't use chemicals, pesticides, anything like that. I can't certify things organic, of course, but everything's done organically.
Oh.
So I got you basil. There's purple basil in there too, and a couple tomatoes. So you can take that little bag. If you want to head over there, he's going to be cooking the omelet, though. The twist here is he's going to be doing it. Oh, there we go. Let me turn that off. He's going to be doing it with the Blue Yeti. That's the 37 3PA, I believe. I may have gotten that wrong. There's a small little Blue Yeti. It's got a 600-watt inverter in it. So that solar charger or battery, it goes really quick. It's pretty light. I love this thing. It powers a lot of stuff, up to 600 watts. But we use it for projects like this. You'll see it in our videos a lot. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just like this product.
I really
Okay.
all of my
Let me help you hook it up real quick. We'll get that going, and I'll chat about a few things while we're doing that. I'm going to switch our chairs, though, so you're not seeing just the top of my head.
I really like the My Minis.
The little My Minis. So these are the little My Minis. You just get these at, like, Walmart, I think is where we got it. But
they have, like, a bunch of things. We also have a pie maker from them. We have and they have a bunch. They have, like,
bunch of different ones.
Waffles, and they're different shapes, and egg cookers, and all these other things. I just really like them. They're just like very tiny.
Well, we like them. They're low wattage, and so you can see here once I turn that on. So these are going to be great for cooking all kinds of things. If I can figure out how to turn it on. Oop, there we go. All right, there we go. And so it's on. It's using 247 watts.
So that's not. Oh, that's like barely anything when you're cooking, because cooking takes
your
quite a bit of power.
Sandwich makers, yeah. Your quail are molting big time. Gotta shift. Okay, so you go ahead and do your thing there, Casey, okay? And I am gonna chat with people. There we go. Hey, we got 8 people in here. Good morning, everyone. So today's just a short stream. Actually wasn't gonna do it, but Verna got me on here, so thank you very much, Verna. I just have a busy. Sundays are really busy for me. Saturdays are getting rest, and Sunday I get out. So, all right, let's see here.
So actually,
oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I know how to make scrambled eggs and sunny side up, so I can make one of those as well.
Yeah, go ahead and do your own, like we were going to do, because we only got 10 minutes. So your pan should be hot. Or you can do scrambled. You have them. I have them there for you.
Yeah. So should I do a scramble or omelet, guys?
Okay. What does everyone want? An omelet or a scramble? You want to cut up your tomatoes while they're saying, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're molting. The chickens are molting.
Ooh, purple things are.
Okay. Sandboxes can be a pain, man. The quails sure do love them. I do love giving them to them, but sometimes they can be a pain. So this is something I found that's really cool you can do is get they're the outside the cage bird baths for bigger birds like parrots or little bigger birds. And it's a big plastic box that has a tub on it that connects, and it's meant for water baths for big birds. But you can get those and fill it up with the sand and put them on the outside door of the quail thing, if you depending on your cage, I guess, and like with the Wainolas, and hold the door open with a little wire or something, and that way they can get in there and move around. It's not going to throw as much dirt out, and the dirt that it does throw out, it's going to kick back in towards the cage or towards the trays. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that's important. You definitely gotta weigh and value, what you need. So these little cookers are tiny. But yeah, I agree with you too. I've never been a appliance person, really.
Basil is easier to cut if you roll it. So.
Roll it into like a tube and then slice it. I've never really liked, I mean, kitchen appliances. I do the same thing with tools. I'll just use my knife and, something for everything. Outside, I use my circular saw and my hand drill for everything. But occasionally, I do like these, particularly because of the low wattage and all that. And so I can do them like we're doing now. Okay, they say omelet.
omelet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Miss Berna is waiting till tonight. What is she waiting for? Oh, maybe this. Let's see. I am cleaning out the brooder out this morning. I moved older babies out yesterday, but I didn't get to cleaning it. And I'm going to move the newly hatched hatchlings out of the incubator in a few. Very cool. So everyone's got theirs going. I'm going to keep these running, I think, now, kind of all the time. Oh, there you go. You got that. Very cool. Okay. Yeah. Get a Leatherman. I use mine every day. Oh, where'd it go? It's not on my hip, Casey. So I don't bring. I love Leatherman. I use them. I have a really nice buck knife, a big buck knife that is, American made the 50th anniversary in its little pouch.
Is this quail?
These are chicken because
Okay, because they're like almost fully cooked already.
Well, it's a small pan. It runs hot. It does cook quick. I love Leathermans, so actually, I've been looking at the Wave for like 2 years now. I've been talking about it on YouTube. When Nick from Highland was on YouTube over here, he had one that I was always talking about. Oh, she's saying we got an echo in here. So let me turn off. I'm gonna turn your mic off, Casey.
Yeah.
I just have to talk louder.
Or you can tell me and I can do it. Okay. Hopefully, hey, Silver Creek Aquatics is in here. Howdy. Lurking and driving at the moment. No, that's not a problem. Okay, so I was gonna ask you a question, but if you're driving, I won't. I don't know. I'll just talk instead. Yep, echo. Okay, did we get rid of the echo? 5x5. So when I started doing gardening and kind of what I started with before really everything, kind of the first thing I did, awesome, better. Thank you, Andy. Was I had built a Bell siphon ram pump aquaponics system. What I did was I took a tub that I had goldfish in and duckweed. I was planning on eventually upscaling that and doing tilapia, and that's what I want to do now. But a big tank, and then above it set, the PVC frame with the grow bed in it and the median. I had a Bell siphon in there. And so what happens is as that fills up, when the water level goes above the top pipe, it has an inner pipe in there. And that creates a low pressure. And so it will suck the water from the bottom up in and over. Oh, would you mind grabbing? Thank you so much, babe. It would suck it up in and over and it dumps it back out. And so that also provides oxygen and mixes the water up for the bottom. And then from there, I have the little pump that pumps it back up to the top. And so I got some plants to grow in there, some peppers and things. I think I can do that system much better. But that's really what I started with before anything, really. And so, okay, she can type the answer. So I was just curious, I guess, if you've done tilapia or anything like that. So I'm out here in the desert, and I'm looking for a good fish that I can raise for food, basically, that would do okay. It's now the aquaponic system is going to be out in the greenhouse. So I don't think it does get cold here, though. It may have been a loaded question anyways. But that might be a next venture we start on besides doing... Oh, you can bring it over here if you want. That is a beautiful omelet. Okay, you got a fork?
No.
Here's my little rant. No? Let's turn this camera off. You'll have to go grab a fork. What are you doing? You frying up some tomatoes?
I like when the tomato tastes in there for a little bit.
They're saying it looks good. Oh, thank you. Spicy Mom. I'll take this over here. We've been on 25 minutes. I think we're going to run perfect into our half an hour today. I do wish I could be on longer, but I have a very busy day. All right. Tilapia is very popular for that reason. That's what I came across. They are pretty dirty. Oh, okay. A lot more waste. And in that aquaponics, that is going to be an issue. So I may do a little more research there. On there. Speaking of fish, when I was 12 years old, besides a dog, one of the first pets I ever had was I was breeding angelfish. That was really cool. So I bred angelfish. Then I moved on to a lot of other animals. Yeah. Okay. So I was going to show it when I was outside, and I didn't. Now I'm going to get a lot of work done on it this week. and I'll show it more. So I cut our trampoline in half, and it has the 2 side frames. Those make the end pieces. What I've done is I built a beam across the bottom, and then a frame up top and across. I don't know if you can see that, visualize that too well. Put a center mass in that's 10 foot tall. It's actually 9, 8.5, because I buried 1.5 feet. And then a couple other beams. All in all, it's going to end up being a 22 foot with a 2 to 3 foot porch on it, long greenhouse that's 14 foot wide and 7 foot tall. So the end section of it, the end 7 foot by 14 foot, is going to have a silky coop, a small little silky coop that leads outside, and then my aquaponics system up there. Now, right in front of that wall where those are, that little half wall, I'm going to be putting in a stone base and area, and a little camp. I got from my brother a used stove, like for camping, for a tent that you put in.
You can lift up the basil.
Okay, we each can eat one.
Yeah.
So fresh from pick this. I liked it with the basil.
Yeah, but lift up the basil.
Lift up the basil.
Just take off the basil.
Oh, yep. You gave them a nice toast. I don't know if they can see that. I'm losing my voice. All right. Let's have one. Fresh tomato and basil from the garden, fried up a little bit. Ooh, that's good.
I just put ingredients together.
Oh, and hello, Silver Creek's daughter there as well. Cool. Awesome. I keep mostly tropicals right now. All right. I'm switching over to cold water and native species. Very cool. Also looking at some CARES list species, which are species that need help in the wild. We have a lot here. We have the silvery minnow out here. That is the one they're trying to keep alive, which is kind of neat. Actually, I've been looking into native stuff a lot. We have trout here, which may do good. The only problem with the rainbow trout is they need running water or moving water. So if I did an aquaponics system, it's going to have to be a setup. I've thought about it, but man, it would be a project. I don't know if you've ever, so like at our aquarium here in Albuquerque, where they have their trout, they built a stream basically that I think I could do, but would be really cool. So it circulates. You just have to keep a lot of motion in there, so it would have to be powered. I do plan on putting a pretty beefy solar system on that greenhouse. So yeah, he would love that. Oh man, he'd love that. You need to borrow Farmer Casey. Now Farmer Casey sauteing basils and tomatoes. Here, let's have a bite of your omelet real quick.
Oh yeah, we never tried it.
Trout would be tough. That's what I thought. That's why I was looking at tilapia. Now I know I watched Frugal Off Grid as well out in the Arizona desert, and I think he had some trouble with tilapia. He does catfish, I believe, as well. We don't eat catfish for reasons, but if you did, you could. Oh wow, okay, so that's delicious. Did you put any salt and pepper?
No.
I don't think it really needs it, but maybe a little bit. Oh, here. I'm going over half an hour a little bit, but I want to talk about my tea for just a quick second. 10 by 20. Oh, wow. Okay. Man, I wish, I know you don't have a channel, Bob, but that would be so cool to see. Maybe someday if you ever think about it, or you want to take some pictures of some of what you got going on, you should email them to me or something. If you want to share them with everyone, I can always throw them up on the stream too.
So here
I don't know.
The doggos.
No, I'm not. The dog's age.
I put a little bit of basil.
So we are urban homestead on a 1/4 acre here. We're on the edge of the city, so we're not off grid. It's fully, urban suburban area, I guess. What I'm doing though is I'm not taking it off grid because you need permits and things to do that. What I'm doing is I'm slowly just what I'm using power for, trying to put that on solar systems. So what I've done is I've built a small solar system that powers. First of all, let me back up a little bit. There's no power that runs to my backyard at all. And so I decided I can either run an outlet out there and run power out there, or I can just start solar out there. So what I did was I started with solar out there. My chicken coop has its own solar system that powers the water pump, the actuator, the lights, timers, all that. Rainwater system. So that has its own system, does its own thing. The quail shack has a much beefier system. And so that one runs the quail shack, all the things in there. I have an inverter. I can plug things in there as well. I have a third system in here that I'm starting to do things with in here, and I'll show that more later. I'll have the fourth, that's going to be the greenhouse. And so the whole outdoors is going to be off grid. And what I'm doing is I'm approaching here on my den where I'm at. I'm taking my computer and different items in here onto that solar system. As it gets beefier, I'll be moving my freezers and things to be plugged into that. And my goal is basically to run everything here on solar and use the city power as a backup. So as things happen, kind of like a reverse UPS, or like, so I'm using solar all the time. But if for some reason that's not available, then I can use city power. Kind of trying to do that with things. We do want to move off grid. We want to be on well power, solar power solely. So our goal here on our urban homestead is we are really learning skills. We're practicing things right now to get us where we want to be eventually. That's good. We do. Oh, that's really good. I love basil, fresh basil. We do need. I'm going to turn your camera off now, though, okay, Case? So we do need more. We want more lamb. We want to, have horses, maybe some Highland cattle, goats. Solo's sitting there patiently. You want to show him? You can. Oh, I removed him just a sec. There we go. He wants his. That's Solo. Him and Nikki are the two little farm animals. Thanks for dropping our thing there, Verna. Yeah, we can chat solar, Bob. That's awesome. Actually, I can do either a whole stream or we can do like a live call or a chat or something like that. We can set that up. I'm really, really busy this next month, but I can probably squeeze it in now or sometime. Solar's something I'm learning. I started off building that little solar generator. I have a video of it, but my little tiny solar box. Oh, that's another solar system I have. So in my pantry room, my bigger pantry room or canning room, I've installed lights on the bottoms of all the shelves so as to light up the canning shelf below, and I'll show that sometime. And that's on its own little solar system too. It's on a little solar battery and all. But I started off doing that. I got that down, and then I've just been moving up and expanding on it. Hopefully I'm doing okay. I don't know if RG's in here. Sometimes he is. RG Arizona Homesteads helped me a lot. There's a learning curve, and 12 volts does hurt if you shock yourself, especially if you're using inverters and things. I'm on 12 volt systems right now. When we do get to our own place, I want to be on a 48 volt system just because there's less strain on your system and some other reasons. So I don't know if anyone's ever seen Prepper Nurse. I like watching him. He built a cool solar house for his site that everything runs in. What I want to do, what my goal is I need to get a truck. That's got to happen soon. My car's dying quickly. So I'm going to get a truck. And then after that, I want to get a little trailer, like a small utility trailer. A used beat up one's fine. And what I'm going to do with that is make that, I'm going to ventilate it really, really well, put the batteries in, secure the door real well, and all the solar charge controllers. Basically, it's going to be a solar trailer, and with panels on the roof, and then also with little things I can set up that have panels for extended. That way I can have it parked on the side here for the bigger system for this room. And then when we leave, I can drag it with us. That's the idea. Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, so you have some experience. Neat. Okay. Yeah, no, maybe I can learn from you. Way cool. All right. So I have a P.O. box, Vern, I do. So here, let's do this real quick. Man, I'm going over time. I'm gonna have to start wrapping up quick, but we'll do a few things. I sure do enjoy these streams so much. Okay, let me share my screen real quick. Casey, I'm gonna remove you, okay? That's cool, Bob. Man, we gotta get together, talk or something for sure. All right, let's do this. All right. So here's our website, graftedbranchhomestead.com. I'm going to be doing a little revamp, and I still haven't talked about my teas. That's okay. We're going to be doing a little revamp on it, so you're going to see a lot of change. I kind of showed it last night, but what I want to show here is if you drop down to the bottom, you can subscribe to emails. That'll be rolling out in conjunction with officially opening our shop. You could follow our different things here. If you come up here to contact us. So you want it on? Let's leave it off.
No, it's like
Oh, here. Let me see.
what happened. It just halfway through cooking, you just died.
I'll mess with it here in a minute. I'll have to look at it in a minute, okay?
For what?
We'll have to stop for now. Let me finish up, though, because we're almost done. So we'll stop doing that for now. You can come finish your omelet here, okay? And we'll do that in a minute. But, all right, so we got our graftedbranchhomestead.com. You can shoot us email, graftedbranchhomestead@gmail.com. Here's our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 21609, Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's 87105. I haven't added our phone number here, but we actually have a company phone as well. And I don't remember the number ever, so let me pull it up. All right, let me find the number. This is how I'm going to do it. You want to come over here and say goodbye in a sec?
Yeah.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, the phone number is 505-410-5472. Text is probably better on there, or email to get a hold of me. As you can see, I don't check it that often. With the business rolling out, hopefully I will be, though. But that way I have a number that I can give out. So there's a lot of ways to contact us, get a hold of us. You can follow us. Now, of course, if you want some extra other content that's shot by my wife, Spicy Mom, you can check us out on Instagram or TikTok as well, over there. So let's go back. I'm not going to show my teas. I'll show them real quick. Let me grab the one that I'm drinking and just tell what's in it. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeehaw blend. All right. So again, if you guys weren't here last night, we're going to start our official 100K giveaway in conjunction with our shop, even though we're at almost 1,200 now. And so we'll be doing a lot of tea giveaways. We're also going to give away other products and things that we'll have on there. That's going to be kind of our big launch, and that is October 21st. You're going to be there too. So that's the tea I'm drinking right now. This is the Yeehaw blend. Hey, we got someone else in here. It looks like Dave Martin. Good morning. So you're catching the end of our stream, but still good to see you. Make sure you like and subscribe. And that way we can talk to you later as well.
You make your own candy for Halloween happens.
Make our own candy. Well, okay. Let me say real quick, so I gotta get off soon. Please stop shaking that. Thank you. This is Crafted Teas, Yeehaw blend. So this is the loose leaf tea pack here. You're gonna get 50 to 54 grams of loose leaf tea there. What I was drinking though was one of my pre-pack. So this is one of our tea bags. In the Yeehaw tea is yerba mate, which gives it caffeine. So it's a lemon zest ginger tea with a caffeine kick. And so it's going to have lemon myrtle, lemon verbena, and lemon grass. Good for oral hygiene, of course, with flavors, with settling the stomach, and some other things like that. And then it has just drew a blank. Let me grab my pad.
Made this.
I know, honey. We'll fix it later, okay? To do this right now.
Right.
We'll get to that later, though, right? All right, yeah. So the lemon myrtle, lemongrass, lemon verbena. It has a little bit of ginger root, dried ginger root in there, and that's good for your stomach, just to settle, get your morning going. Has some calendula flowers. That's mostly for flavor. It tastes really good in there. And then yerba mate. And yerba mate's actually what gives it its caffeine kick. So it's going to have a little bit less than a cup of coffee, but pretty comparable to it. It's a really nice lemony, soothing tea that definitely gets me going. That's why it's the Yeehaw. Yeehaw! Anyway, it's kind of corny. Sorry. So that's one of our teas. We got some other ones here, but we'll talk more about that later. Well, it's not for kids mostly because it has a caffeine. It's our only caffeinated one.
Yeah, but
All right, people are talking a little bit. Yes, all right, so we do got to hop off. We're at almost 45 minutes. All right, come up here a little bit. So we're not gonna name everyone that's in here, but thank you, Verna, for being here, for moderating. Thank you everyone that showed up this morning. So great to see you guys all to chat and fellowship. Hope everyone has a wonderful day today and a blessed week. We won't be on our normal Saturday, Sunday streams next week. It's our coach, so we will be doing some other campfire ones though. So definitely check us out. Follow us. Anything you want to say? Anything anyone has to say?
Oh, Mom lets me sleep in the tent for Sukkot, but I had school
Oh.
that week.
We'll do some of that though. We're doing it here. You guys all have a blessed day. Do you want to say it or do you want me to?
Stay strong and do the things.
Do the things. You guys go ahead this week with purpose and make a candle. Let's take a step up this week. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.